Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Former President Donald Trump and his team are really trying to get out there and get more of the black vote. Now, he was a keynote speaker at the Black Conservative Federation in South Carolina a day before the South Carolina primaries, where he, beat that of former Governor Nikki Haley. And so this is some of what he said during his keynote address. In 2020, we increased our share of the black vote by 50%. He also said the polling is coming out and they say, wait a minute, there must be a mistake here. Black people really like Trump. There must be a mistake. And yeah, there are a lot of black people, especially a lot of black Democrats, saying there's no way black people like Trump. You know, they're fudging the numbers. It's not really that many people. Don't be fooled. Well, if you're like me, I've talked to a lot of black voters who used to be Democrat, who are now saying, yeah, I'm on the Trump train because things were a little bit different and better for me under the Trump administration opposed to the Biden administration. A lot of them say, yeah, I was making a little bit more money. Most of them say that, right? And I know there's a lot of people saying, well, no, they didn't. How you know? You don't know what's in those people's bank account. Like Samuel L. Jackson said for Capital One, worry about what's in your wallet. I said that, but y'all get the gist. But nevertheless, so one of the people that's helping former President Donald Trump is Pastor Darrell Scott. Now, y'all have seen him around a lot during the 2016 elections and during former President Donald Trump's administration, if you will. And this is what he said in regards to galvanizing the black vote. We have coalition groups across the country that are set to roll out initiatives very, very soon in those communities that will focus on voter outreach and engagement and things like messaging in black communities. He also went on to say, we have people that are soldiers. We are building a network across the country and we will have an impact. So he said they got networks, they got soldiers out there, boots on the ground, trying to get the black vote swayed away from the Democratic Party, because we know that when Trump was running in 2016, he garnered about 8% of the black vote, which was considered good, right? Because traditionally black voters overwhelmingly, if you will, vote for the Democrat. Well, in 2020, when he ran and lost, he got about 12% of the black vote. And they said that if he runs in 2024, he could get anywhere from about 16 to 30% of the black vote, which would be huge. In fact, they said that he is on pace to get more black votes in history than any other presidential candidate on the Republican side. So that really remains to be seen. But I don't think it's a secret that more and more black voters are saying, yeah, Trump's not perfect, but I think I'm going to give him a shot, because he definitely would have the borders closed, right? Under the Trump administration, he had the borders closed. And we know that when migrants come over to the United States, that actually hurts black people. And some people say, well, how? Well, look what was going on in Chicago. The resources that were promised to black Chicagoans, the migrants got it. So that's just one example of how that would hurt black people. But let me read this last part that was part of Donald Trump's keynote address there. Says he added that he believes Democrats have done a very poor job for black Americans who, he said, related to him because they understand he's been discriminated against in the legal system. So I saw a lot of people twist and turn that, saying, oh, well, he's saying he's like y'all, right? He's faced the same discrimination that you have. I don't think that he said that. He's basically saying I've been discriminated against, because you guys know that he is facing 91 cases in the court system. And so some people are saying that he's being unfairly targeted. I'll let y'all decide that. I'm just telling you what people are saying. And so, yeah, black people have faced discrimination and still are facing discrimination. So I wouldn't necessarily myself draw that correlation that Trump is like us, because he is a very privileged orange man. I was going to say white, but we know he's orange. But nevertheless, he's right about the Democrats, right? The Democrats have not done anything for black people specifically. They have not. And I will debate and argue anybody on this point of what the Democrats have done specifically. And I want to reiterate that word, specifically for black people, not all the infrastructure bill and he's done this and that for everybody else. I'm talking about for us, like he's done for everybody else. He's helped the Afghans, Ukrainians, the immigrants coming from here, there, and everywhere. He's helped everybody else specifically. But when it comes to black Americans, we ain't got it. I don't know how we're going to do it. No, I ain't going to just help. All of that. I'll be damned if I held responsible for what my ancestors did 300 years ago. That was Joe Biden. Joe Biden said that. And my other thing is this, to y'all out there who are big time Democrats, vote blue no matter who. Instead of y'all talking about the horrible person that Trump is, why don't you tell the Biden administration, hey, do something for black people if you want our vote. But see, y'all think y'all gonna continue to guilt black people into voting for more of nothing. There's a lot of black people who are opening their eyes and saying, wait a minute. And y'all keep telling me that Trump ain't doing nothing for me. But what is Biden doing? What is nothing? So, yeah, maybe I'll go over there and see what happens. Or maybe I'll use it as a protest vote, right? So instead of trying to dog Trump, and there's a lot of things he can be dogged on, I'm not saying he can't, big up Biden and go tell Biden, do something for black people. But y'all won't do that because y'all have gotten y'all talking points. Y'all listening to these people gas your head up, making you think that all you got to do is invoke the name of Trump and people are going to go scattering like roaches in fear. That's not how that works. Why don't you tell people the good things that Biden has done specifically for black people? Oh, but wait a minute. You can't do that because he hasn't. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.